Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining us. We're trying something a little bit different today. Hopefully you have joined the last 4 episodes of this series in relation to Qolsys. Today we've got a guest with us, and it's Rob from GoConnect. He is a Qolsys customer and has been since it's come to the EMEA marketplace. Before we get into it, I just want to ask you, people on the line, to find the questions bar in your tab section on the right hand side, and just tell us where you're calling from and how you're finding things now we're not in lockdown in the UK anymore. Are you busy? Are you seeing that things have picked up? And then we'll just go into the polls and ask you a few questions. So I see we've got a few people on the call today. Welcome Christoph from Greece, and Jonathan from Elite. Hello. And we've got a few people from all over Europe. Good news. Thank you for joining us. So I just want to ask you a poll. Are you currently a Qolsys customer? If you could just tell us if you're a Qolsys customer, and then we'll start to progress through today's agenda. Okay, so we've got a few that are and a few not yet. So thank you very much for answering. So as I was saying today, we've got Rob on the line with us from GoConnect. Hello, Rob.
Hello, things.
Good, thank you very much. And do you want to introduce yourself to everybody on the line, please? Just tell me a little bit about you and your business.
I will indeed. Hi everyone, nice to meet you. Yeah, I'm Rob Kennedy from GoConnect Smart Home. We're based in Ireland, operating in Ireland and now starting into the UK as well. We are a Qolsys customer now for the last 12 months, I think, or a wee bit less. We specialize in the smart home security element, obviously, but we put a big emphasis on smart home. So for us, it's smart home is an integral part of what we do from day one. So it's we're all about the connectivity, the full capabilities of the QolsysAlarm.com platform. And for us, it's a big part of what we do day in, day out. So we're much more than just security. We do refer to ourselves as a smart home company.
Definitely. And I think that's the way that the market is going. We are seeing the evolution from just security, that people want things integrated a little bit more. And I do know that Rob has been interested in Qolsys for a number of years. And he'd been on me for a while. When is it coming to Europe? When is it coming to Europe? And when it finally came here, he was very excited. And just tell the audience what drew you to Qolsys.
Yeah, I wasn't only torturing you, Paul. I was also annoying a few guys in the States. So I think Colin in Qolsys was getting a few emails from me every 6 months. So I suppose we met Qolsys and the team about a number of years ago at the ISC West in Las Vegas. So we went to the show really to finalize our hardware plans. Qolsys wasn't on the radar at the time. We didn't know about it, but we quickly got introduced there, and it sort of changed our approach to how we were thinking of things, and it made our vision of a connected platform together. And it was kind of when we met the team there. I suppose their passion for the product, their passion for the support that they provide, that's something that really stuck out with us when we met them. And I suppose we got introduced at the time. The new panel was really only been launched, I think, the IQ2, and we saw, number one, the quality of easy to use, the touchscreen quality, but the tying together the whole ecosystem as one for us was right in front of us. And And at that stage, we said, look, we needed this. The first question I think we asked was, is this available in Europe? We got no. It'll be a number of years, which was a bit disappointing at the time. But you know, we kept in touch, and we kept going back to it. And the reason being was, you know, because we do the security, the smart home element, the cameras under the ADC platform as well. It ties it all together really, really well. It is the really finishing touch to the whole ecosystem. And in a modern age where you know, quality, functionality with the consumer, looks as well, you got to factor that in. That's people these days look at these things. It answered all the questions. So when we met the guys, obviously for a long time, then we were chasing up then with yourself, of course. It was something that really was true to it, and we knew if we just capitalize finally the whole ecosystem together, and that's what it does really, really well for us.
Definitely, and that's the idea behind it. You know, we want to create a connected home platform, and so obviously you've said that that's a key thing for you, having the platform and allowing you to connect everything together.
Yeah.
What would you say are the key advantages to you and your business of using the IQ panel?
Well, look at some of the real benefits is obviously the full ecosystem. You know, you're talking about the smart security element. You're talking about the smart home. You're talking about the cameras. You know, when it all ties together, for us as a company, the demographic of consumer nowadays, as I said, you know, they do want a little bit more. You know, they do want, you know, the functionality, the connectivity, the lux factor these days. And for us as a company, the benefits really was that we can provide that full solution, you know, and the control to the end user is phenomenal. The benefits for us is creating sticky customers, you know, creating customers that we can, you know, grow over time and grow with them, with their homes. And then also, I suppose, they will spend more. You know, the upsell opportunity there is more with the bigger ecosystem. So when we can tie it all back in with the likes of Qolsys and ADC, it does allow us to open up us as a company as a whole much more than we would have been able to do traditionally.
Brilliant. So the product then is really, you know, it ticks all the boxes for you. And what we've done with you is we've worked very heavily on the portal side of things, the Qolsys portal. Is that one of the things that drove you to it as well, the support element that we offer from a marketing perspective? And do you want to tell us a little bit about how you utilize the marketing portal?
Yeah, well, the marketing aspect, the portal that is available through the Qolsys portal has helped us a lot with our new sites, new websites, which was launched over the last 8 months. We worked closely and got good help from Kelsey and Jeremy and the team in Qolsys, which was good to have that human touch behind just the portal itself. So any of the content, a lot of the content we would have used from that. Now, the great thing about it was that it is tried and tested in the US, so it works, you know. So we didn't have to reinvent the wheel really. So we used that there, some of the videos we used, but it was on hand and it's accessible to anyone that wants to use it. But for us, it allowed us to design our marketing materials, our emails, or our website content in line with what the consumer wants, because Qolsys already know this. So for us, it was great help. I think also the help, as I said before, was the human element to it. So when we would have spoke with Kelsey and Jeremy, and you know, they advised us and helped us, and maybe say, maybe you need to do this or that or whatever, and things we mightn't have even thought of really, and that was a big help for us. Definitely.
Yeah, and I think what we want to get across to everybody on the line today is that, you know, when you come to us and you're a Qolsys customer, and any of our other brands that we have as well under the JCI banner, you know, come to us and talk to us about your ideas on marketing, how we can support you, how we can assist you, and what you want to achieve. And Rob did this. You know, Rob came to us and he works in a number of different verticals. So, you know, if you come to us, it's truly a partnership. You know, it's a relationship of working with JCI. And we want to assist you the best of our abilities. And Rob utilises the marketing portal very well, and he utilises social media very well. Do you want to tell people a little bit about how you have utilised the marketing portal for your social media and upselling to your customers as well?
Yeah, well, definitely look, in a modern world, social media is important. You know, when you get into the marketing element of what we do, look, like anything in marketing, Paul, you know this yourself. It's sometimes trial and error, but with the content that was available to us, meant we could hit the ground running relatively quick. When we looked at it, it is very benefits focused. So it does lend well to the consumer at the end of the day. It's not that technical for the end user, and it's benefits focused, so they can see how it'll benefit them on a daily basis. So that sort of fell in line with an approach we took to the consumer, as going, look, this is a lifestyle product because of the scale of the system versus just the security element, and the content that was available to us to use relatively quick and get going allowed us to say, well, look, on a daily basis, this is what you can do much better. We utilize social media quite a bit with that. We also use influencer work as well. But it has helped us to be able to fast track that, get that content out there in a really good way that hits the message across with the consumer.
Yeah, definitely. I think you've picked up on a key point there, is that the security industry has been very traditional and hasn't really evolved for many years. And we're starting to see that happening now. And I think what you've done is you've tried to, you know, open the end user's eyes through social media and through your marketing campaigns by using our material. But you're also very good at creating your own as well. And, you know, what we can do, just for the other people on the line as well, is, you know, some of the documents and videos and so on the portal, we can bespoke them for you as well. And Rob's took advantage of this, and he's created his own, you know. So it's a big part to play in your business now, social media. And touching on that as well, we're seeing that the actual security market is starting to evolve. How have you approached going from traditional security and integrating smart home to your end users? How do you approach?
Yeah, well, look, as we know, it is a rapidly changing market. For us, certainly, smart home was an integral part of what we wanted to do. For us, you know, the approach has changed a little bit over time. Obviously, we've adapted, but the core of it is really the same. You know, when we look at we know the trends in the market at the minute and the forecast for the next 5 years with smart home. When we look at integrating smart home and security together, that's really where it works best, you know. And the full integration across the board. People don't want multiple apps. They don't want this. You tie it all together to make it all work together, and it's supported then by one company. If it's, you know, us or another dealer or whatever, that we can support all elements of that smart home portfolio as well. And that's something that's really, really important for us. Our approach, you know, it's quite simple, really. It's not rocket science, where you say, well, look, we provide a full ecosystem, but we also support it, and the support is massive for that. And that's what we did. That's what we did in terms of our approach to the smart home security divide. When you tie it in, that we made it as easy as possible for them to purchase, hope if it's through online, but it's also really, really important for them to grow the system over time as they change. So as we talk to our customers, a lot of customers would say, well, what way do I want to go? Well, I want to start with the security. Can I add this at any stage? Yes, you can. Can you will your budget fit at whatever point of the journey it is? Well, we'll work this now, and you grow, and that happens a lot. So we make it easy for them to buy, if it's either through our e-commerce platform, if it's over the phone. We provide a full array of products, so we provide everything that the system will do. We don't shy away from any of it. It's every aspect of it. And once again, we allow them to design the packages around that. But I think, you know, in a market that's changing, smart home is becoming more and more. We would see it a lot more with locks, etc. People do want it, and they also want flexibility in how to buy. But once again, all that tied together by a massive support network is an approach we took, and it's something we're really passionate about, is the support.
Brilliant, yeah, and I think that is very important. You know, that we want to get end users to truly understand that you're offering a professional service, and they might be able to go and buy DIY products, but what we have to remember is that we're professionals, you know, and now we can give them a fully encrypted smart home security system. And I think that's important for everybody on the call to realize that, you know, some of the DIY solutions out there, they're not encrypted like Qolsys is, and Rob does a great sales pitch in making sure that the end user understands that, you know, it's professionally supported, it's professionally installed if they choose that way. But just talking about that as well, you obviously offer the professional service to your customers. Do you hit end users with any other form of means to buy it and so on?
As in self-install options?
Yeah, self-install and e-commerce and that way.
Yeah, well, for us, we once again, it's about you know, breaking up the buying process for the consumer. Not everyone's the same. You know, you've got different ways of people want to buy. We do offer the flexibility across the board. We kind of let them decide what they want to do. In terms of pro install, we do professional install. We also do a self-install model as well, which is more in line with maybe a wee bit more simpler version of the system that is compatible with that, and our processes allow that to happen seamlessly. When we look at the pro install and self-install options, you know, they both sort of come together at the same time in terms of support after what happens with the install. So we do network on that. In terms of buying, we have multiple verticals. We have retail, as you know, and we also have e-commerce. Telesales is another big part of it, and also, you know, site visits is another element of it. So we try and cover you know, all the bases a wee bit there, but it's about allowing flexibility to the consumer is what we've stuck to, and it's the core of what we've been passionate about doing is allow choice in all elements of the business. And we've grown out since to allow it with the self-install option, which we would say we do a good bit of it. We still do a lot of pro install, and that for us is a big part of it. But I think for the consumer these days, and you know, with the Qolsys and the Lamb.com, it does allow you to offer that flexibility. You know?
Brilliant, fantastic. So, you know, I think you've, you know, give us a good understanding of how you approach the market. Rob has utilised the Qolsys portal very well, and you know, he's seen great success with that. So what I think we'll do now is we'll just see if there's any questions. So if anyone has any questions for Rob, just go to the questions section and type it in there. I'm just going through it now, and we've got a few customers from Greece. They're very excited to start selling Qolsys.
Excellent.
That's very good. Following your footsteps, hopefully, Rob, as well. Having good success.
I know.
And Remus, he's calling in from Romania. And he believes that smart home in 10 years' time will just be like smartphones, you know, today. They're absolutely going to be everywhere. And the first companies who start promoting smart home and the connected platform, they're going to be the winners. And you know, I think that's what you've done, Rob. You know, you've started to offer your end user customers everything that they need. Is that the approach that you wanted to take? Did you want to be the first to offer it? Obviously, you know, give the end user that full integrated platform.
Yeah, that was something that was vital to us at the very start. So I think we even delayed it a wee bit because we hadn't got, when we originally got going, because we hadn't got certain, you know, locks or stuff wasn't sorted out. But yeah, we wanted to provide a full ecosystem. I agree totally. It is going to become you know, the way it is in the future. People are adapting to it a lot faster now. I suppose when you do provide the ecosystem, as we say, it doesn't matter what company does it. If it's you know, us or partners with Qolsys or Lamb.com or one of the other smart home elements out there, I still come back to the main thing, which is support. You know, and I think the Qolsys platform Alarm.com platform does allow you a lot of control to support remotely that you won't necessarily get with the likes of some of the mainstream smart home that we see out there currently, and that's, I think, is a good edge to have in a market which is become growing more and more. And I think we would see some failures in the market because of support alone, and I think that's something that's well covered with this product.
Brilliant. So I think we're you know, first of all, thank you, Rob, for joining us.
No problem, Paul.
We seem to have had all the questions. So thank you for everybody who's participated today. This is the end of the Qolsys webinar series currently. We will be back in a couple of months with some different content for you. So once again, thank you, everybody. Thanks again, Rob, and we'll see you next time.
Cheers, Paul. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Take care.
Bye-bye.